We are dreaming it, we are daring it, and we are fucking doing it. Hey, it's Izzy, and I am super stoked for today's episode. This is going to be the first one that is full on both my podcast and my YouTube channel, which is honestly super intimidating, but I'm really excited for what we're doing today. We're going to do the vision board today, which I love vision boards. This is my vision board from last year, and I want to talk about both of them. And for those that are on the podcast, I will post pictures so that you're able to see what I'm seeing. I don't know. It's really cool. And I'm really excited to make another one. I started cutting some things out the other day, so I have a couple things already on here. So already I have Vision 23 on the top of there. And I have Simpler Way of Living. 2 people kayaking in this gorgeous little lake. It's not hard to make a memory last a lifetime. Just do something unforgettable. And I really think that's super cool. And then eating healthy. Because this year, I don't know. I want to do good for my body. And so, I don't know. I guess I'm going to eat healthier, and like I've been going to yoga and just doing these things that are going to make me physically better and mentally better too. And so, eating healthy is super important for that. And I'm going to tack on these super cute little kiwis. Check these guys out. Ah, so cute. Okay. I love the little kiwis, and I'm just using like the super basic glue stick. Like, I mean, I don't know, guys, this is like basic, basic crafts. I'm super in love with the idea of vision boards. I think that having a physical reminder of what you want to focus on is super important. And also, I do kind of think that there's, I don't know, a little piece of the universe that's like, okay, like this is what was found in this magazine for you to find. And like, I don't know, I love that. So another thing that I'm adding is this super cute little piece from this other magazine, I don't even know, but I'm going to do kind of like a section of things on here, and that hopefully makes sense. But I want to do like my healthy stuff up in here. I want to do kind of my, I don't know, explorer stuff over here. And then down at the bottom, I kind of want to talk a little bit about, you know, work and kind of this path that I'm trying to get going on. Because honestly, like, for the longest time, I really wanted to have a platform where I can just share my thoughts with so many people. And I don't know, I kind of just think this is the year, you know? Like, I went to school, I did the thing, I spent the time traveling and started to really learn about, you know, making good content. And I don't know, like, I just feel that this is my year. And so I'm really excited to put that all on my vision board. And I'm going to kind of do this little piece on there too, because I hope this is even showing for the camera. Yeah, I think it is. But like, I think that makeup is something that I have always loved. I think that now that I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable in just my own skin, I feel a lot more comfortable with makeup. And like, maybe that's backwards, but I just don't feel super like held down or, you know, incapable, I guess. I don't know. I'm not holding myself back anymore. And that's also why I picked this picture here. And I swear to God, this is like, I thought it was Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively for a second, and I was just like, oh, damn. And honestly, it could be. But I don't think that, I don't know. But I thought that that was a super cute picture. And so I put that on there because I just want to live authentically and give myself no boundaries. And for those listening on the podcast, this is a picture of a naked chick on the back of a motorcycle. And I'm not a motorcycle person. I honestly, motorcycles scare the shit out of me, but it's the thought that counts here. Living authentically. And so with yoga, I'm going to put that one up here, kind of with my eating healthy section. Last year I did the sections too, and for me, I don't know, I'm someone who kind of needs to just like put things in the boxes. And so for my vision board for last year, I did this section up here that I guess was also my adventure section. This side was kind of more my work side, and then at the bottom was a lot about happiness, and you know, we had kind of a corner of wedding stuff because last year my husband and I got married. And then I did actually add a couple things because I got a new job last year, and with that job, like I had a goal, and so I just like put the sticky note on there with my goal. And like I love my job and I still have that job, but I definitely am looking for a little bit different of a change of pace. As much as I enjoy it, I also know that it's just something to pay the bills, you know, like it's not something that I would choose to do if I had any job choice in the world. And that kind of got me thinking, okay, like what would I choose to do? And I think it's this. Like I genuinely think it's this. You know, I really want to create content, and I was thinking about it too. Like when I was young, the neighbor kids and we used to like go and take videos, and like we made a video through like whatever movie making app on the computer back in like what, I don't know, like 2006. And so it's something I've always been interested in. I just haven't done it. And I mean, if it's 2020 fucking 3 right now, then I think it's time that I make 2006 me happy. So that's some food for thought, but also some cute food is this little, I don't know, I guess it's like a little asparagus bundle in like a bedazzled, basically like McDonald's French fry container, you know, like the super cute little red container, but all glittery and bedazzled, but with asparagus in it. So I'm going to put that with my eating healthy. And I really do enjoy asparagus, and I actually have not really been eating a lot of fast food. But I also haven't really been getting out of the house, so yeah. But that's fine. Another thing that I thought was kind of neat was this like abstract booby like neon sign. I thought this was super, super cute because like, I don't know, it's just so unique. It has the warm tones and it has the cool tones, and it's a neon sign, and it's like just really like abstract boobs, and we love that. We love abstract boobs. So I am smacking that one on here. Let's go over here on the bottom. I think some of these bigger pieces I'm going to just kind of use as background because I have a lot of words that we're going to be putting on here. And I'm kind of excited to actually get into some of that because I know that'll be easier to hear for the podcast, but also, like, I don't know. I think it'll be good. So here's my first one with words that I'm adding today. And this one says, how to be young and in charge. And bitch, this is my year. I'm just saying, it's your year too. It's all our fucking year. 2023, you know, it's our year. I don't have other words for it. It just is our year. And I'm really excited about all of it. In fact, you could say that I glow. So that's the next part that I'm going to add is this piece that says glow, because whether you're talking about it being a glow up or just being radiant and glowing and happy, glow I think is just another really great word to kind of encompass this year. And you know, with looking at eating healthier, being healthier, and also kind of like, I don't know, choosing to start to get ready a little bit more often, I think glow is just such a meaningful piece to me at this point in my life. And another thing that I think is really meaningful too, this is another cute little piece that I'm adding, and it says you choose. Because bitch, you fucking choose. You get to choose. For such a long time in my life, I just thought that things happened and like that's just the way it was. But lately I've recognized that like it's not just life happening to you. Like you get to decide what your life is going to look like, how you're going to do it. And so just fucking do it. Just live your life, you know? I think it's interesting to have this mindset because so many of my friends don't have that mindset right now, or not yet at least, and I'm really excited for when they do, because I feel like I've genuinely just like unlocked some crazy, I don't know, not crazy, but like I've unlocked an authentic part of myself, which I think is pretty cool. Like, I get to just choose what happens in my life. You know, obviously, there's things that happen that I don't have control over. But for the things that I do have control over, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I can control it because it is my life and I'm allowed to do it the way that I want to do it. You know, if I'm not hurting anyone, I don't see any sort of issue in just living in the way that makes me happy. And so with that too, I put a little tree hugger. This super cute little, I don't know, snowy picture of this chick wearing her snowboarding boots. Her snowboard looks very similar to mine. And I'm so excited to go snowboarding. I didn't go snowboarding at all last year. And actually, I just had like makeup Christmas with my in-laws the other day. And they were so sweet. They gifted me lift tickets to go up to the mountain that's like literally right there. Like it's across the lake from where I live. And I can damn near see the thing. I just haven't gone up there. So I'm really excited. And living in a ski town without going skiing and like being a noob to the town, like I don't know. I feel like maybe I can make some friends that way or whatever. I don't know. And I'm kind of thinking too, because I don't know anyone over here, I might just go up there by myself. And like, I know that that sounds like such a simple thing, but I haven't gone snowboarding by myself ever. Like, even when I've gone up there with other people, I've stayed generally really close to people. And the only time when that wasn't the case was when I was up in Canada at Whitewater. I was there on a school trip. I was there with one of my best friends, and he went with the group because they were all advanced snowboarders, and I was not. In fact, I was actually still in skis because you're kind of either a ski person or a snowboarding person, and I wasn't sure which one I was, so I went with skis. And I was not a ski person. I'm so glad that I was renting, not buying, because that snowboarding and skiing is an expensive hobby. Like, grossly expensive, to be honest. But yeah, no, I was going to follow them down a double black diamond. I am not that level of like snowboarding knowledge, And so I got stuck. My skis were popping off. I did make it down, but that was horrible. And I'm not traumatized by it or anything. Like, I'm down to go do it again. Like, I'm cool with the challenge, okay? But, yeah, that has been my only kind of solo experience on the mountain. So I'm excited to go potentially by myself, because I think that first it'll get me a little bit more comfortable in the season, which the season's already like halfway over, unfortunately. Damn. It's already, damn. That's not even fair. Anyways, so I think going up to the mountain by myself will be really good for me, just to kind of get back into the balance of things, get back in the swing of things. And yeah, I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool to do some content too, which, like, I don't know how to do that per se, but I mean, this is my first YouTube video. This is my first full podcast. We're doing a whole lot of firsts this year. And with that, I'm going to add this little clip here that says photography, videography, flowers, and event planning. And I almost feel like I should cut this in half a little bit, but I feel like because it's my life, I don't have to do that. I don't have to. So I'm just putting this on here. I will say that the event planning part is more so involved with some of my personal life, because I have my friend's baby shower coming up in like 2 weeks, and I am the person who has planned that, which is really exciting for me, and also a little bit nerve-wracking, because I don't have a lot of friends who have had children like while we have known each other. You know, I have friends who had kids when we already met, and like I have people in my life that like were really close with me, but like we don't really talk now, and like maybe they have kids, but like I haven't met them, and I don't know that person like anymore, really. I don't know, this is a weird little thing. This might be, I don't know, whatever. But like, I don't know, this is just a new type of party. I love throwing parties. I love throwing parties. If it's St. Patrick's Day, if it's birthdays, if it's Christmas, if it's Halloween, I don't care. Any excuse to throw a party, I will throw a party. Next year, I think I'm gonna do the Kris Jenner thing. Like, I want people to dress like me for my birthday, maybe. But we have like 6 months to think about that, so not even worried about it. Yeah. So this one says, reveal your natural radiance. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one, I'm going to put this on the work part of things, because I don't know. This is my natural radiance. Like, obviously, okay, not obviously, because the podcast, you can't see me right now. But, like, I feel like my natural radiance isn't necessarily just my face, like just my makeup, whatever, like me without makeup, whatever. I feel like your natural radiance is more so about your heart and your personality. And I don't know, I want to get more bubbly again. Like, I feel like my bubbliness has just been depleted, and it feels pretty good right now to feel pretty bubbly. And so, revealing my natural radiance. Let's see, what else can I put on here? So this is another one that I have, and it just says balance. Obviously, balance is really, really important in so many different parts of your life. And I'm going to put this right in the middle, because I do want to balance a lot of things. And whether that be work or life or friends or family or platforms or I don't know, all the millions of things that you need to balance in a day. Like, I think balance should be at the center of everything. And with that, I will also add impress yourself, because this year I really do want to impress myself, and I want to put this kind of in between the eating healthy, or okay, I need to stop calling it the eating healthy section because it's just about being healthy, not necessarily eating healthy. It's just like literally labeled eating healthy. So that's the only thing there. Yeah, I want to impress myself. I want to see some changes in my body. I want to, you know, see that I'm also, putting myself out there and doing things that I haven't been comfortable doing before. And I think I've really done a good job of starting off this year like that, you know? Like I said, I started going to yoga. That was at the end of December, but still, I have been putting that forward into my life, doing these different platforms. I've gotten a lot more serious about it. I think my graphics for, the Facebook page, the YouTube page, the podcast page, all of it, I think that they are really a good fit for showing off me. I love it. And let's see here. So what can we add with that? Because I think that's beautiful. Let's see. Okay, so this one says play princess, not hostess, because I do really enjoy throwing parties, but another thing too is like, I feel like I'm the person who throws parties just because no one else is having a party, and like, that's great and all, but it's also kind of expensive, but I don't know. I feel like I can also just kind of enjoy a party sometimes, or enjoy, being somewhere sometimes. Like, I don't have to, you know, be part of the whole background scene of things. On Halloween this year, actually, one of my friends, he threw a party. Actually, him and his brother and his brother's girlfriend, they all live together, and like they threw a super awesome party. And like that was a lot of fun. So that was the time when I got to kind of just like be at the party, not like be part of the party, I just got to have fun. And that was kind of one of those like, I can just have fun. Like, that's cool. I don't know where this should even go. Maybe I will put it play princess, not hostess. I'm going to put it just kind of under balance because that feels like a good spot for it. So, more powerful together. I think this one's another really important piece for me too, because I am overly independent sometimes, which is great until it's not. And sometimes you really got to understand that, like, you genuinely are more powerful together. I remember back when I was in elementary school, and, like, this is a throwback, but it's so important. Like, my school counselor, she had a whole bunch of, like, popsicle sticks or whatever, and she had everyone in the classroom break one popsicle stick. And then she like had us try to break all the popsicle sticks when they were all together, and like obviously that's really, really hard. We all saw that episode of Mythbusters where they tried to fold the paper like more than 7 times, and like how thick it got and how hard it was. Anyways, so that was super eye-opening to me, and I'm so glad that I was in like, I don't know, like 1st or 2nd grade when she taught us that, and I felt like it was so important. And it's something that I have kind of carried with me. Although my brain is so stubborn and I am so independent, I do understand that, like, everyone's more powerful when they're together. And as a society, we are being torn apart in any way that is possible. And I'm not here for it. Let's just spread kindness. Let's be more powerful together. Okay? That's what we're doing this year. In the 7B. So, my husband and I, we recently moved up here to North Idaho, just kind of to get, a simpler way of living, as this says. And also to be closer to his family, and I don't know, just to really give us a new, fresh start. And it's kind of the place that we want to be. And, you know, we tried to live up here about a year and a half ago, and there just wasn't the availability, and we just weren't like in that, like, I don't know, financial spot to be able to afford a place up here. And so it's kind of a big accomplishment, honestly. Like, it feels like such a big accomplishment. And I mean, it's not like we are we are not well off, but like, it's different because when we lived here before, like, we were literally living in a 15-foot trailer. It was this cute little tin can, or canned ham, as he calls it, um without electric, without water. So living in a place that has those things and has heat and has Wi-Fi and electricity, like, that's all so big of an accomplishment. And it's crazy that it's only been a year and a half since we were literally living in a campground. And, like, don't get me wrong, I loved that, but like, showers are good, and not needing to go to a truck stop to shower, that's pretty nice. I would love to talk about that, actually, but I think that is something for another time. Kind of on that, living up here in the 7B, and like, it's you know, um the 7th B letter county. That's how they label things up here. So that's just kind of like how the license plate is. It's the 7B. And the restaurant that I worked at when we lived up here forever ago, they have the 7B nacho. And I just think that's kind of cool. Just a little local something or other, This one here says treat yourself because you're worth it. And I think I'm going to put that one right under the play princess, not hostess, because I do deserve to treat myself. And I have a hard time with that because sometimes I'm like, you know what? Like, we got to pay these bills. Like, we got to pay, rent. We got to pay for this and this and this and this and this. Like, we got to pay all this. But it's okay to be behind on some things, honestly. Like, it is just life. And being swallowed up in that isn't worth it. Like, it isn't. So just treat yourself every once in a while. And I think it's cool that in the back of this picture, and I cut it out just because I only really wanted the words, but it's just a little coffee. Like, remember that treating yourself can be something so little. The other day, I literally just went and got sweatpants. Like, these sweatpants that I'm wearing right now, actually, hold on. But like, they are so comfortable and they were so inexpensive too. Like, they were literally on clearance. I got another pair too that like I hemmed the bottoms of. And just treating yourself doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to put you out. It can just be something really simple for yourself. And, sometimes too, it doesn't have to be buying something. Treating yourself, I think time is the most precious thing. And so giving yourself some you time. Last night I really appreciated my husband was like, hey, like, tonight, like, I think when you go to bed, like, I just want to, like, stay up and, like, have some me time, have some meditation time. And I really appreciated that he communicated that with me too, which I think is great. But yeah, like, just give yourself some time. Do something that makes you happy, just take care of yourself. And with that, we gonna put something on here. So another thing that I want to add to my vision board, all right, follow me through here. Do you guys remember that commercial? I think it was like a Yoplait commercial forever ago. And it was the itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. Okay, I found this cutout of this little pink and yellow bikini. And although I do kind of think that commercial is like obviously old and kind of outdated and like not necessarily the standard, I actually recently bought a bikini and it's a floral one. It's not yellow polka dot bikini, but It is kind of my goal bikini. I want to like have my ass looking nice in that come August. And so I'm putting that on here. And with that too, I actually have a couple of other ones that I really like that I am going to also put on here. And it's this picture of this chick's super nice ass. This one. And it actually came with this BEEFCAKE little message. And so I want to put all of those on there together because I don't know, it's the year, it's the time to do it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I have like the IUD hormonal birth control, and it expires in 2 years, and I've always said that like I want to be like, and like this is super vain, but like I want to be skinny once before like having kids, like in my adulthood life, because like I've always hovered around like 180 to 200 pounds. And I mean, like, I am beautiful, I'm sexy, and like I flaunt it, but I kind of just want to know what it's like, okay? Like I want to just know. So I'm just working hard on being healthy, and like I'm not trying to be a size 2, but I've never been, smaller than a size 9. Even when I was like 11, I was a size 9. And so like it would be cool to be like, smaller, okay? Cuz I think right now I'm probably a 13 or 12, but sizes are really hard. So who knows? And I also am not like super big on the high waisted trend on myself right now, but also like low waisted is supposed to be like kind of an in thing right now, and there's no fucking way. So, yeah. But, anyways, on that note, that means that this year I am not looking to get pregnant. So, I am also putting that one on my vision board, because as much as I am looking forward to when I do have babies, because they're going to be the cutest babies, I'm not looking for that this year. I'm also going to add your beauty set free. And I'm going to put that one with my abstract neon booby sign thing, just because, like, I don't know, I kind of am an anti-bra person. Like, I'm not an anti-bra person. Like, right now, this is kind of like a cropped sports bra shirt thing. I don't know what it is. But, like, that's kind of the farthest I go. I don't really like to wear padded things. I feel like they're just, I don't know. Like, why am I paying for something that's someone else's convenience? Like, I don't know. When I'm working out and stuff, like, I get it. Like, you don't want to be bouncing everywhere, but still, like, I don't know. I don't think that my nipples have anything to do with anyone but myself. Just saying. And then I also found this super cute little thing, which I thought was the funniest clipping to take it out of, but it's just this little partially smoked joint. And it has this rainbow smoke coming off of it, which I just felt like is super me, and I'm going to put that with my adventure stuff. But the article that I came off of was on like this Cosmos page, and it was like 43% of men would get high on a first date. And I'm just kind of like, well, sounds like people are having fun ass first dates. But I don't need no first dates. I am happily married. And so I actually clipped this piece, and it says authentically Mrs. And that's something that I think is kind of a challenge, getting into a marriage and it being so new, like being able to still be yourself, but also like understanding, like you do have a partner, and like that partner is someone that you need to be authentic with and genuine with, and like, I don't know. I mean, they're the person that's your person. And I mean, obviously they're not like stuck with you, but like, I don't know, you guys share life together. So being authentic with that person is very important. And my husband and I recently had kind of like a conversation, and I was being very vulnerable with him, and I was really proud of myself for that. And like, he was very supportive, and like, so I don't know, I was being authentically Mrs. and it was really nice to get kind of that I don't know, authentic feel back, you know, got that in return. um so another thing that I'd really like to add onto this page here is to slow down and live deliberately. And that is something that I have such a hard time with. And since being out here in like the middle of nowhere, just kidding, it's really pretty out here, but it really does kind of feel like the middle of nowhere sometimes, even though there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know people out here still, which is like so hard sometimes. But slowing down and living deliberately and doing things deliberately, very important. My love! Sorry you lost me for a second there. My husband just came home with freaking chocolate and weed. Hell yeah. Anyway, back to it. So this year, actually, you know what? Fuck it right now, because I love chocolate and weed. I love my husband. And so I'm going to just add the kiss the cook little thing, because he cooks all the time. I don't cook. I do cook. I love cooking, actually. He does it. So I'm going to go ahead and just slap that on here right now, because I just kiss the cook. I just kiss the cook. All right, so moving forward here, let's take a look at some of the other things that I did. Ooh, I'm excited to tell you guys about this one. I don't know how realistic this is going to be. I don't know the timeline of this. I have a loose idea about the expenses of this, but you know, I had mentioned earlier in this episode that my husband and I, we went and traveled. And well, I didn't mention that we had traveled. We traveled, guys. We really traveled, and I would love to tell you about that. But when we were living in our camper up here, like, we had, you know, been traveling a little bit, doing some things that we really enjoyed doing, and I want to get back into it. And we kind of decided that we might just try van life, and we're not really sure what that's going to look like quite yet, because we kind of want to have like a nest to return to, but also, like, you know how it is. Rent's really expensive and traveling's really expensive. But either way, I want to see what we can do about doing more road trips and taking your party on the road. So I want to go ahead and add that one on here. And I'm going to put it in the adventure section, but also with the more powerful together, because I feel a lot of power in kind of what that is as a whole. And hopefully we will get to go to Yellowstone. Last year for our honeymoon, we were planning to go to Yellowstone, and that crazy flood happened. We didn't end up going to Yellowstone. We ended up going and doing all of the Washington National Parks, which was super cool. We started in North Cascades, went over to Olympic, hit all 3 of the entrances, and then went over to Mount Rainier and went to both of those. And we actually went to Mount Rainier on their opening day, which was kind of cool. So, not very many people up there. Still a lot of people up there. And it was actually the first day that we got to use our GoPro. So with that, we're going to go ahead and add the little Facebook and Instagram emblems because this year we're going to be focusing on some great content. Let's see. Ooh, no. I'm going to put it, it's so hard to know where to put this. So with all of that, there's going to be a lot of in-depth planning, and I really want to put that kind of in the center of things here because, you know, with the spontaneity that is constantly running through me and the lack of attention span, I feel like it is still really important to plan some things out. It's obviously, you know, hard to reach goals if you don't even know what those goals are or how you're going to get there. So, really being able to sit down and kind of look at that, having that as a reminder is so important. Another thing that I'm really excited about, and I started it a while ago, I think I'm going to change it entirely or just discard and try something new. But I started writing a book earlier in the fall, probably. And I've since decided that I don't really want to write that book at this time because honestly, like, it has a little bit to do with like my past life, and I don't really want to give out the time of day. Like, I was like, oh yeah, like I'll write a book and it'll be called like How to Divorce Your Husband and Marry Your Coworker, because like did that. But anyways, I want to clip this piece that says I wrote a novel in my spare time because I really do think that I have some really great things that I could write about. And why not? Why not write a novel in your spare time? Like, you can write about literally anything. And so one thing I've started to do is kind of just jot down some quotes, and maybe I'll put them on pretty paper, and maybe it'll be just for me. And I'm kind of cool with that, like a novel just for myself, not necessarily a diary, but a novel. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Just thoughts. I'm really excited that, you know, I'm able to share these thoughts and my vision board, and like this thing is coming along so great. Look at how cool this is coming along. Oh, this is such a fun vision board. Okay. Let's see here. So I don't have a lot of other things clipped yet. I need to probably go back to the drawing board, but I'm gonna add this beautiful sunset onto here as well. And the sunset, it looks very similar actually to the area that I live at. Just with the mountains and the trees and the sun, the clouds, like it just is a stunning image. And man, I'm so lucky to be out here. It is gorgeous out here. You know, all the fancy people can keep California because I'm a spud. On that, adventure is waiting. And actually, you know, I know that I just literally like 5 seconds ago just said that like y'all can keep California, all the fancy people can keep California, but California has some of the coolest natural features, and I really do want to spend some more time in California, but just not so much in the busier places because I've really decided that I'm not a city person. Like, I will be the life of a small town, but I don't want to be a city person, and I'm okay with that. I thought for the longest time, like, yeah, I'm totally like a city person, or like maybe I'm a valley girl, whatever that even means, but I think I'm just a woods girl. I like the woods. I like the lake. I like the mountains. I like the trees. I'm a tree girl. That's what I am. So I'm putting that just kind of right here in the middle. Adventure is waiting. just because adventure, I really do think, can kind of mean anything. You know, you can have a legitimate physical adventure where you're out in the wilderness and having a fantastic time, or sometimes the adventure is just, you know, going into something new or something exciting, I guess. And this is new and exciting for me. And I don't know, the adventure, it's on. And it's going to be on social media. So that is my extra clip that I have right here. Social media, I'm going to put it probably just right over here with Adventure is Waiting. I'm starting to kind of just fill up the spots that don't have things, which isn't a whole lot of spots, but I kind of do want to go back and clip some things. So we might do that in a second. But this is a true vacation. I think, you know, my travel time previously, like a couple years ago, just going out and like going on a vacation and being wherever we wanted to be, you know, going to the national parks, going on hikes, and going to different restaurants, being on the beach, things like that. Those are a true vacation for me, and I want to have a lot of outdoorsy time this year, and I want to kind of experience new places this year, and so I'm excited about that. And a true vacation is due. With that too, I'm also adding dream, explore, and discover. Along the same lines, you know, I think that there are so many times in your life when you're just kind of wading through life, and I'm over it. We're gonna dream, we're gonna explore, and we're gonna discover, because that's kind of what life is supposed to be about, you know. We shouldn't be caught up in all of the, I don't know, day-to-day crap. We should remember that, like, we're allowed to daydream, and we're allowed to explore, and we're allowed to go or discover, and that can even be internal as well. Makeup is also another little thing that I'm going to add, and I'm going to put that over here with the photography, videography, flowers, and event planning little tag that I added there, just because I really feel like those all kind of go together, and we're going to make sure to have that on there. And I have this matching little piece that says hair. We're going to put that, where are we going to put hair? I kind of want to put it up there with the kiwi, but I kind of want to put it down here. I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to put it down here just because, like, last year I worked on getting my hair very, very healthy for my wedding. Like, I really, really wanted to have my natural hair, and like at first I was like, oh, I'll do purple, like, because that's just kind of my thing, and like whatever, but I ended up growing out all my natural brown hair, and I had like still a little bit of existing blonde on the tips that had just been bleached, but that was something that I got to do last year, was have the healthy hair. So instead of putting hair up here in the healthy section, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it down there, because I'm gonna hopefully start to grow a little bit of an audience from doing my hair, because I think my hair is pretty fucking cool, and I think that other people do too. Ooh, I have another little cake tag for, like, you know, the booty cakes, and so I'm gonna put that over here with the butt on that chick. Just a great ass. Okay, so clipping a couple more things here. I am choosing to do make your voice count, and I think that that is super important, obviously, for a ton of reasons, but especially, you know, kind of exploring womanhood, I guess, you know, speaking up for the things that I give a shit about and that other people also give a shit about, whether, you know, they're willing to talk about it or not. Someone needs to. And I'm okay being that person. I would rather all of our voices be heard, but at least some of them need to be. And, you know, that doesn't just go for women, that goes for anyone who, you know, wants to speak up and speak out. And, like, it's time to do that. I don't see any reason, you know, to be held back. I don't really know where to put it on here. I guess I'll go ahead and put it. I don't even know. Right over here. Okay. So another thing that I wanted to add, and I also don't really have space for this, but this just really beautiful, like, rainbow hair melt, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, had grown my hair out last year, and so now that I'm kind of going back in and doing the crazy colors again, I want to kind of prioritize, I guess, caring about that, because I do think it's really fun, and I feel like I do a pretty damn good job with it too. So I'm gonna put that up here. I also want to add just a couple cute little clippings here. I have the YouTube emblem. Obviously, we're going to be doing some YouTube stuff. We're doing some Spotify stuff. We're doing Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and blah, 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 blah. So I do want to, you know, have just a little something for that. Oh, and I love this one. This one says, individuality, I am all for it. So that's super important for me. I feel like I thrive when I feel like I stand out, and when I am, I don't know, being able to represent myself as an individual. And I don't care if you say that that's rather snowflake-ish of you. I am a gorgeous snowflake, and so are you. Okay? On that note, I also clipped sexy because I want to be just a little bit sexier this year. I feel like I am 23. I am in a prime time of my life, and, like, I don't know, like Kylie Jenner said recently, like, it's that time of my life, like, I should be out, like I should be doing stuff with my boobies out or whatever she said. I'll have to look at what she said, but I thought that that was just, like, I should have my titties out. I thought that was the funniest thing. And, like, I kind of just thought it was cool too, because, like, obviously she is a mom, and I'm not a mom, but, like, there's still kind of that family responsibility of, like, what you're societally, like, supposed to be doing. And, like, moms are typically not like, you know, oh, I should have my titties out, but, like, you're young, have fun, whatever. So I also wanted to clip this little bit. Oh my gosh, look at how gorgeous this is looking. We're doing good. But I wanted to add style up here just because I feel like sometimes I'm not, like, a very stylish creature. I'm pretty sure the entire last year I very much took advantage of the fact that I was working from home. And, I mean, uniform was a sweatshirt. Like, seriously, I want to focus more so on, like, getting ready and, like, looking good, not for anyone, but just, like, for myself, you know? And that's some real talk. Obviously, this podcast is something where I have decided, like, I want to have real conversations and, like, real talk, and, like, I don't know, just be able to be open, because, I mean, you really only get to have one life, and what's the point in being silent in it, you know? Like, we all are going through, life, and being able to talk about it is so important, and building community off of it is so important. And like, you can't do that without starting a conversation. So that's something that I want to, kind of inspire too. And with that, I did clip fearless. I love that I didn't even like put these in any sort of specific order. I just clipped so many things that like genuinely matter to me that it all kind of just makes sense and flows together. And like these are from so many different like magazines. A lot of these are from nature magazines that I've collected while traveling, or different like activities for different locations, but then also like the cosmopolitan magazine that my bestie brought over. But yeah, like all of these things just melt together because they're things that matter to me, and I think that that's really neat. So fearless, we're gonna put that right over in the middle here with balance and planning in depth and play princess not hostess and treat yourself and hair, because this year we're being fearless and nothing's gonna stop it. We're being fearless this year, and I'm really glad that you're along for the ride. Another thing that we're going to be focusing too on is being positive, and I love that this is Kourtney Kardashian shin on the back of this, in the background of this. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and add this one on here because it is so good to be positive. Like, I'm okay being delusionally positive. Like, I have spent time being realistic, and I have spent time being like positive, like delusionally positive, and like honestly, I feel like for the amount of energy that you put out and the amount of like goodness that you get back in, like it just feels better to be positive. And like, don't get me wrong, you gotta talk shit and get it out every once in a while, like you really genuinely do. But like in general, it's easier just to be positive instead of just like being so angry and bent on everything. Like, let some things go. It's okay. Like, it doesn't all have to be perfect. You're doing a great job, even if it's not like perfect. You're doing a great job. Let yourself just be. Leaf it be. Ah, I always want to pull leaves off of plants that are like looking a little bit dead. Like if it's a really dry, crumpled up leaf, I want to just rip it right off of there. My husband reminds me, leaf it be. And I think that that's so cute. This year, I want to be hotter. I know that that was like Adeline Morin's resolution for this year. And like I'm kind of taking that maybe in the same way that she is. I don't know. But like I want to be hotter, not just like physically, but like emotionally and like self-believing. And also like you'll notice the cactus art on the background of like the other platforms, it says as pretty as you treat people. And like I want to be hot in that, like I want to just treat people so good and have it make me feel so good. And like I feel like for the most part I do treat people well. Obviously, like I've done things, everyone's done things that have hurt other people, whether intentional or not. Like it is part of life that you mess up and you make mistakes, but also forgive yourself because it's life and it's part of being human and you mess up. Like I don't know, there's a lot of forgiveness that's going to be coming this year too, and that I'm allowing myself to feel because there's, like I said, no point in being just bent all the time. So, I don't know where this is going to go, but it's going on here. I'm going to put it right here with I wrote a novel in my spare time and glow and kiss the cook. Oh, we are running out of space. Look at this thing. Oh my goodness. I am so impressed with how much stuff is on here. And it looks sick too. I definitely have a style. This is my last year, 2022 one. 2023. All right. Let's finish it up. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I literally cannot wait to post these. I feel just so good about them. Oh, and I can do like a comparison on the two. This is going to be great. Okay. All right. Getting into kind of the end of this. This is one of my last ones. This says girl bosses because honestly, I want to build a community of really strong ass women. I've really been listening to like Adeline Morin's like podcast Girl Talk so much and like listening to it, like soaking it in. And like I've been hearing for a long time, like also through like my friend Lindsay Bishop and like or Lindsay Lee, I guess, and you know, just other people who genuinely influence me and you know, it's important to have women in your life. Like as a woman, like having those connections is so important. And like for the longest time I was such like a bro chick, you know? And like don't get me wrong, I definitely am kind of just like, you know, you don't gotta separate the genders, but like at the same time, like you gotta have your girls. Like you gotta have your girls. I've been really excited that I've been able to hone back into that feminine energy because I needed it. It makes me so much happier. And I don't feel like there's as much competition in my life when I just feel that way. Like I kind of definitely was like a pick me girl. And I'm really glad that I'm now just like a me girl, like in a girl's. I'm not necessarily like, I don't know. I guess I'm still working on being more of a girl's girl, so I can't necessarily claim like that I like am because it's something that I'm still working towards, but it's something that I don't know, getting a lot better with. You know, about a year ago, like I was picking like, you know, okay, who like is going to be in my bridal party and things like that. And like I don't know. I have a really great group of women and I actually met a really great group of women at a bachelorette weekend that like literally like re-sparked whatever flame had been blown out in me. And I don't know, like it was just so good to be around such feminine aura and like just being able to be and like to kind of just like feel hot cuz like I don't know. It just felt so nice to be surrounded by just such great, strong, independent and like incredible women. I don't know, you gotta have your girls. And so that's something that I'm really working on and learning more about. And actually, I did take a class back in college because I am educated, actually. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in communication studies as well as psychology. I double majored and I graduated back in 2021. So like when I was in classes, I learned about, you know, the masculine and feminine energy. So I thought it was really great to hear that. And Adeline Morin's podcast, like about the masculine and feminine energy, because, like, I don't know, whether you want to actually, like, put those types of labels on it, like, I think that there definitely is kind of, like, a feel that you have when you get to be, like, around your girls versus, like, around the dudes, you know? So, just food for thought. But on that note, because I just got my tattoo with my girls, I also want to get another tattoo with one of my other favorite women on this whole planet and a couple other ones too. And like I genuinely, like you see, I have some tattoos and this one here is my favorite because it's kind of just this woman who is watering herself and that's me a little bit. So I don't know. Tattoos are something that I really love. And I didn't get any tattoos like in the last 2 years other than this one that I got last week. So I want some new tattoos this year. And I hate this tattoo on my shoulder. And so this one I actually kind of maybe want to put some attention towards and like change that up a little bit. But I know that, you know, working on that is going to be something that is quite the feat. So I'm not so much focused on working on this one, but I am really excited to get a couple other little things. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna start closing up here. So this one here is just a cute little Toyota Let's Go Places because I am a Toyota girl. I love my FJ Cruiser. Fat Jessica, she is my baddest bitch, and I'm really excited to go on some adventures with her this year. So that is why I clipped this little Toyota badge. And my last one tonight, and this is how we're gonna close up the video and the podcast here. Dream it, dare it, do it. How beautiful is that? This year, we are dreaming it, we are daring it, and we are fucking doing it. Okay, so now that we have our vision board done, this is what it looks like. I am so excited about it. I'm really, really glad that you guys were able to join me today to, I don't know, watch me do, oh my goodness, do you see this hair? Oh, I think that's my husband's beard hair. Anyways, I'm really glad that you guys are able to tune in and join me for the first episode on Izzy's World podcast and YouTube channel. This is a little bit intimidating, but honestly, I don't know that I could have given you a better first episode. I'm really glad that I was able to share what I want to see for this year. I'm really glad that you guys got to get to know me a little bit in this episode and kind of start to, I don't know, understand some of the things that I like and some of the things that matter to me and that are important to me and some of the things that I see for myself. And I don't know, I am just really glad to be here, and hopefully we see each other again soon. So if you liked this episode, if you think that my vision board is super cool, comment below. Let me know what you think is the coolest one of the things that I tagged on here. And maybe, you know, if you have any thoughts about, I don't know, what your 2023 is going to look like. I want to know what you want this year, every year. I want to know what my audience is interested in, and hopefully we can start growing this really cool community together. So give me a like and a follow and a subscribe and comments and share it and do all the things, whatever you want to do. But just know that it would help me out a ton. And I don't know, the more that you guys engage, just know that the more I will engage too. And yeah, I'm really happy to be here. So this is to 2023, the year of the beefcake.